This is everything you're gonna need to build the simplest chicken farm for Minecraft Bedrock 1.19. The first thing you're gonna do is go ahead and place down a barrel in any direction that you want. You could also use a chest if you wanted to do that. Then we're gonna come behind the barrel and we're gonna run a hopper into that. And then we're going to go ahead and place down 2 temporary blocks over top of the hopper, like so. We're going to grab our trapdoors now, and we're going to place down 2 trapdoors on all sides of this post, except for the backside opposite of the barrel. We can go ahead and break the temporary blocks, and go ahead and open up all of these trapdoors. We're then going to come back here and place down a slab over top of the hopper, and then we're going to place down a block right next to the hopper. We're going to grab a dispenser now, and we're going to open up this trapdoor, and we're going to place down a dispenser so that the little eyes are peering over the slab, and it's directed into the hopper area. From here, we're going to grab our observers, and we're going to run 2 observers looking into one another, just like so. It's super simple, and you can tell if they are looking in the right direction if you have got the 2 arrows pointing in opposite directions. And you can also tell by breaking this block and seeing these lights flicker back and forth on the back of the observer. So we're going to go ahead and place that block back, and then we're going to grab a hopper, and we're going to run that hopper into this dispenser. We're then going to grab a normal block. We're going to place that block just above this dispenser, like so. We're going to place down a temporary block above the hopper right here, and we're going to grab our trapdoors, and we're going to place down 4 trapdoors around the temporary block, just like this. Go ahead and open the trapdoor and break the block in the center of the farm. Next, we're going to place down a lava bucket inside of this hole right here. And if we come down here and open up this trapdoor, we should have a half block gap between the lava and this half slab right here. And again, you should be able to see the dispenser. So if we go ahead and close this up and come back up to the farm, we can go ahead and place down a temporary block right here, and then place down a trapdoor over top of the lava. Go ahead and break the temporary block, and it's extremely important that this is a trapdoor, because if it isn't, what's going to happen is when one of the baby chickens grows up, all of the baby chickens are going to catch on fire. So it's very important that this is a non-solid block. I just recommend using a trapdoor because it's the simplest, but make sure that you don't have any solid blocks above the lava here. The next step is to get as many chickens as you possibly can inside of this chamber up here. So I usually do about 50 to 100 chickens. However, the amount you can put in here is going to drastically vary based on whatever you're playing on. So if you're playing on a really old phone, chances are you're going to want to have maybe like 25 chickens up here. That way your Minecraft world is still playable and not insanely laggy. But yeah, get as many chickens as you can up here, and then the farm will begin to produce eggs, which then will get smashed and grow up into baby chickens, which will grow up into the lava, which all of the drops will end up inside of this barrel right here. And if you're having trouble getting chickens up here, there is a very easy way that you can make it a little easier on yourself. And all you're going to do is place down a block right here, break this trapdoor, place down a solid block, and then we're going to place down 3 more trapdoors like so. And then we're going to break this temporary block and place down a ladder. So this is going to make it a lot easier for you to breed some chickens, but obviously it does make the farm a little bigger, but it really does depend on if you were having troubles earlier, but I'm just going to leave it like so. Throw a trapdoor on top and you are good to go. So we're going to get about 50 to 100 chickens in this upper chamber. Now I feel like this goes without saying, but the more chickens you have up here, the louder your game is going to get and the laggier your game is going to get. But we've got quite a few chickens here, so I'm going to go ahead and shut that trapdoor. And then what you're going to see is these are going to start laying eggs, which are going to go through the dispenser, which are going to end up in this dispenser area. So it might take a little time before they start laying eggs, but once they do, this farm is going to go relatively quick. Also, the rates for this farm are very dependent on however many chickens you have up here. So the more chickens you have up here, the more drops you're going to get per hour. But again, there's the trade-off of it being laggy, so maybe you want to build this far away from your base and just have this going, and you can AFK here, make it really laggy, get all your drops, and then go back to your base. That's really up to you. I personally prefer for a smaller number of chickens for a more playable experience to just have a very passive source of food. Also, a really quick note, please, please, please do not open any of these trapdoors unless you want a chicken cannon, because if I was to open this trapdoor right here, you can see all their little beaks and faces. If I open this, they would just shoot out of the farm. So please do not touch those trapdoors, or you are going to be in for quite a headache. Another really quick change that you can do is you can go ahead and break these trapdoors and replace them for glass if you want to see all these baby chickens. So just leave the farm like this, leave these as trapdoors, but you can have this center face as glass, and then you can see all the baby chickens, and they will inevitably be grown up and cook into McDonald's chicken nuggets. But yeah, so we're just waiting on that, and they need to lay some eggs. Also, trust me, this farm takes a really long time for it to actually produce anything. So be patient and just wait it out, because this farm usually takes about 30 to 40 minutes before you'll even see a single piece of chicken. And that's because those top chickens need to lay eggs, and then the baby chickens need to grow up, which is a really lengthy process. But once the process does begin, it ramps up significantly. So yeah, just give it time to start up, and then after that, it's super quick. All right, I went ahead and had some supper, came back to my computer. So the farm has been running for about 30 minutes now. And if we go ahead and take a look, you can see we have got 37 cooked chicken and 27 feathers. So a very close 1-to-1 between chickens and feathers. A little more chicken, but that's okay, because that's what we built the farm for. You could go ahead and use these feathers to make books and quill or arrows or whatnot. I don't know if you can trade them with villagers. You might be able to. But yeah, so the main purpose is obviously the cooked chicken. So you can do whatever you want with these. You could burn them. Doesn't really matter. But as you can see, this farm is going to do wonders for your food, and it's going to be a great addition to your world. All right, just to reiterate, this farm is going to be better the more chickens you have, because the more chickens you have, the more drops there are going to be. So try and find that happy medium for your world. The more chickens you have, the laggier your world will be. But again, the more chickens you have, the more drops you'll get. The other thing is that the farm is exponential. It's going to start off really slow, then it's going to exponentially grow in terms of the amount of drops you get, and then eventually it's going to plateau somewhere high in terms of drops. So this farm is super good, just takes a little while to get started. And really quickly, I just want to apologize for my voice. It's like 11 o'clock at night when I'm recording this, and I'm a little nasally, I'm a little congested, I got all that good stuff going on. So yeah, just wanted to make that quick announcement. All right, that cow does not care, just walked right in front of me, and now he's looking at me. Wow, full eye contact. All right, that's disrespectful. But with that, my name is 1UpMC. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, then please do consider subscribing and leave a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.